Alright, we're live right now. Hello and welcome to V0oidathon Day 4. And to get it started, we've got Glan, and he's gonna do Link to the Past, but he's not gonna do the boring ass 100% of Link to the Past. He's gonna do the cool 100% of Link to the Past, which I know nothing about, so.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, whenever you're ready, you can get it started.
Alright. So, 100% in Link to the Past is maximum upgrade of all items, all equipment, all 20 hearts, so 11 heart containers, 24 heart pieces. Half magic upgrade, all bosses killed, all pendants and crystals obtained. And yeah, so we're going to be using major glitches. Game's going to get really broken at some points. So yeah, let's get it started. So one thing about this game, we got a lot of text we gotta mash. It's pretty boring. Yo, thanks for the moi eyes in chat, by the way.
Raise the moi eyes.
Praise moi eye. Alright, so you start off here. We gotta do the escape sequence. We gotta rescue Zelda. She's trapped in the castle basement for some reason. But I'm gonna be skipping a fair bit of escape here. And enjoy the text mashing ASMR. So we get our first item there. We get the sword and the shield from our uncle, who couldn't even make it past that hallway with no enemies in it. Alright, so first glitch I'm going to be using is EG, which stands for Exploration Glitch, and this is a glitch that lets me put Link on the wrong layer. What am I doing? Pressing all the wrong buttons, apparently. Good start.
Nice map.
So I saved and quit in the middle of jumping down there. What that does, basically, when you jump down one of those walls, the game waits for Link to land, and when he lands it changes the layer down to the lower layer, right? But because I save and quit in the middle of it, it interrupts the jump, and the game is now still waiting for Link to land, and will change his layer the next time he lands on the ground. So this is what's called arming EG, because it's going to let me get down to the lower layer. So I'm going to bump into this guard here, and that's going to make Link land, and now I'm on the lower layer, under the wall. And jump in that pit, it does the same thing. You jump directly down into the hole, you don't land. So now the game is still waiting for Link to land again. And we're going to pop down these stairs here. And I'm going to take this from a bit safe, because marathon. Optimal strat's pretty risky, because I have to do this room without getting hit, because if I get hit, I'll go back into EG. And I don't want to do that until I've got Zelda. So here's Zelda. She's going to tell us about a secret passage to take to Sanctuary, but got my own secret passage. So save and quit there to respawn the guy. Hits me. Boom, EG again. And yeah, now we're just headed to Sanctuary. Enjoy the Hyrule Castle music. So this cutscene starts on a timer, so I'm just timing it so that it starts while I'm in the middle of jumping down here. And look at that, more text to mash away. So I just save and quit straight out of there. That's another mid-air save quit, so now I have EG armed again. And yeah, now I'm going to head to Eastern Palace, which is the first dungeon in the game. We still want to do it first, even with glitches, because beating it lets us get the Pegasus boots, which are an incredibly important item to have as early as possible. So, normally you're supposed to go through this whole overworld screen to get up to Eastern Palace. I'm going to take a bit of a shortcut, which is not only faster, but it's a lot safer, because if I get hit by any enemy, I'll lose the EG I have armed, and it's pretty important to have the EG. So I messed up that clip a little bit the first time, but I think that might have still been faster. So, kind of the recurring theme about how clipping works in this game is that diagonal walls are very, very badly programmed, and there would let you clip through walls. So here I have EG, bump that guy lower layer. I skipped going around to the left and all the way around the dungeon, so that saves about 26 seconds. And yeah, from here the dungeon's pretty much just normal. We're gonna do one little damage boost, but other than that, nothing fancy. So here you're supposed to kill all the enemies to make those anti-fairies move, but you can just damage boost. Easy peasy. And here we get the main item of the dungeon, the bow. We need the bow to reach the boss. Otherwise, and it's useful against some other bosses, but otherwise it's not really a much used item. Yeah, now we're just heading to the boss. Who is Glan? That's a good question.
I am Glan.
Oh shit, really? Mystery solved, I guess. So decent RNG there. I'm bad at this game. Alright, so here's the boss, Armos Knights. How it works, you gotta kill all 6 knights. I'm gonna do a bit of a quick kill here. So normally, after you kill the 5th one, the 6th one becomes enraged and regains all his health. But if you knock him down to just near death and then kill him quickly enough after the 5th one, he skips that entirely. So that's Eastern done, and now we can go to the Pegasus boots. And the Pegasus boots are really important because they let us go fast, which turns out is what you want to do in a speedrun. But not only do they let us go fast, when you're playing with major glitches, they're incredibly useful to do a lot of clips and stuff, and are even required for some things, for some glitches, so it's incredibly important that we get them early. And we're going to come back here and get some bombs. Bombs are also pretty useful for glitching. So we get the Sanctuary Heart there. The main reason, well, I mean, it wouldn't really be feasible to get it after dropping Zelda off, but also the Sanctuary Heart is the only heart container that actually gives you a full refill of health, which we really want at this point here. So we want to get it after Eastern. You generally want to do that in like every glitch category. So I'm going to come here and get a couple items from Lost Woods, and then do some more EG. Alright, so now we're going to do a bomb clip. This is one of the glitches that requires having boots. So we're placing the bomb in a specific spot and then dashing into it, and that knocks us straight through the diagonal wall. Because as I mentioned, diagonal walls are badly programmed. And so now we're just running through EG, and we're going to come through to Misery Mire.
Mire as the second dungeon being played, awesome.
Hell yeah. I won't be in here very long. Just here to get the Cane of Samaria, which is another terribly programmed thing in this game. Turns out this game is not amazingly programmed. So Samaria is probably the most broken item in the game. Like, even in the disassembly, like, people couldn't even figure out why parts of its code were what it is. It's that bad. And you can use it to do a lot of crazy things. We don't use it too much in the run, but it definitely does get used a few times. Fuck! I was really, really hoping that would not happen in this run.
Wow.
This is so sad.
So you're basically gonna have to click your dick again.
Yeah, I have to go all the way back now, because I was in a cave there, so it just treated like an overworld death, basically.
Gotcha. Well, blame the fucking slug.
I've had so much problem with that slug lately, it's so stupid. Yeah, can we get some void commands in the chat? Is that even gonna work? That did not work. Alright, cool, I'm down to my last bomb. This is so sad. Alright, we're back here. But I do need a bomb, at least, so I'm gonna have to kill one of these slugs now to get a bomb drop. Because I messed up the clip again, which is just fantastic. Alright, where are you going, slug? Alright, come here. That didn't even kill him, what the hell? This is not working out. I'm gonna just reload the room. This is not good. Okay, we're sort of back on track. Yeah, it's marathon luck for you. Okay, so up here I can clip through this wall, apparently, or I can't. Okay, finally we made it to Hera. That was supposed to happen like 3 minutes ago, but whatever. Fall down this hole here, and we're gonna get the Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl lets you go to Dark World without turning into Blunt Bunny. That was horrible. But, forget about that, it happened. Move on with the run. Come here, get this heart piece. I love taking damage on Death Mountain. Death Mountain is very appropriately named because you take a lot of damage there, completely out of your control. It's a really, really great place in this video game.
Yeah, shoutouts to the squirrels on Death Mountain.
And the cabbages.
And the cabbages.
So now I'm just rescuing the old man. He'll give us the magic mirror. Magic mirror is another useful item. You use it to go from light world to dark world, or other way around, dark world to light world. But also with glitches and stuff, it brings you right back to the beginning of the dungeon, which is useful a lot of the time because it just fully resets everything back to normal state. So I didn't mention that I'm playing Japanese 1.0 because of some exclusive glitches, like this one, called Spin Speed. Basically, I press A 1 frame after I release B for a spin attack, and then that puts me in this glitch state where it thinks I'm dashing, but I still have control of Link. And then if I move off those stairs that make you move slowly, it resets his speed to his current state, which is dashing. So I'm going to grab this heart, and I'm going to do a little bit more EG. I promise that the EG won't last too much longer. We will stop doing it at some point. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, so here's GT. And this is going to be the first instance of a Samaria glitch in this run. For some reason, going to the west is something a little bit different than the other directions, but that's what I'm going to be doing first. So, I'm going to... I don't know why that didn't work. I want to be right up on the screen transition trigger, like right beside it, with the block on top of me, and then try to use it. What the hell? Alright, I gotta be more patient this time. There. And that's a Samaria glitch, and now this door's open. And there's red mail. So that's the maximum armor upgrade in the game.
Red mail this early is kind of nice, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to have red mail, like, the entire run. Why can I not? I'm blaming my controller. What the hell? Okay, so... I'm trying to... Why is this stuff happening? I swear I'm not this bad at this game.
Same dude.
So I'm trying to use the select menu here to get, to kind of like advance the game 1 frame at a time, because I need to do a very specific sequence of movements to clip through the wall. There we go. Alright, so I did a bit of, movement there so that I could bonk, and now I'm right up against the north transition of the room. Now it lets me get kicked into the dark maze here on the proper layer. Thanks for the Moe Ice, I really need it right now.
Moe
Moe Eye.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should grab those safety bombs, but... Alright, so now what I have to do is I have to beat the Palace of Darkness, which is where I am right now. But as far as the game's concerned, I'm still in a cave, so I have to actually leave the dungeon and go back in for it to know that I'm in Palace of Darkness. I also don't have any sprites right now, which would kind of be a problem for beating Helmasaur King, because he wouldn't be there. Alright, so now I have to reach the boss, Helmasaur King. And I'm going to do that with a bit of black magic. That's a fairly recent discovery. So I mirror beside the statue, and the game still thinks that I'm beside the statue, because I mirrored beside it, so I can kind of just grab and pull on nothing. And I can use that to do some weird shit with the transitions here. Because while you're dragging nothing, you can't trigger your screen transition, so it lets you just go past it. And okay, here he is. So 17 hammers to break off the mask, and then I'm going to be doing 4 hammers to his face. I lost count. Alright, he's dead. Not my best, not my worst.
That was fucked up. And thankfully you had the red mail. That almost was a pain in the ass.
We actually rerouted this like just a couple weeks ago to include getting the red mail before Helmasaur, because you can do that strat without it, but you'll end up at 1 heart, and you take 1 hit and you die to Helmasaur, and it's really ass. So here you go, the first crystal in the run. We get to listen to this girl talk for like 30 seconds. It's really interesting. Alright, 2201 pod. That's pretty good. Or not. Normally I want like a low 19 at worst. Finish pod. Alright, so I'm gonna just clip here, go down here. We're gonna take the warp that's at the top of Death Mountain, but we jumped around the mountain from bottom to top because it makes sense. And then we do this mirror and hit the screen transition at the same time. Resolves our coordinates somewhat. So now we're down below the mountain. So that's one form of what we call DMD, which stands for Death Mountain Descent. And that lets you get off Death Mountain Dark World, which is really useful because the Dark World portal at the top of Death Mountain is the only one that does not require you to have a lifting upgrade. So it lets us get into the Dark World without being able to lift rocks. So I got that heart piece there. And I'm going to be heading to Thieves Town. One more quick stop to get some money, which we're going to spend on minigames afterwards. So Thieves Town is going to be played largely normally. There's one little trick at the beginning, and then the rest is pretty standard. Let's see if I can actually do this. Hell yeah. You can use that little fence there to clip past the jumping trigger on that lower wall, and then just jump like through the walls down to the big key there instead of looping around. And yeah, at this point, dungeon is just going to be normal. Except that I have red mail and fighter sword, which is obviously not the equipment you're supposed to have. We call that room Hellway because it sucks a lot. It didn't go that badly that time, which is pretty good. Fuck these guys, by the way, they suck. These green guys, they just get in your way for no reason. Bomb open that floor, we need to do that to fight the boss. So I didn't really mention it early, but it is only required that you have the maximum upgrade of all the stuff. Which is why we're able to skip just to the maximum upgrade like I did with red mail. We're going to do that with a few of the items. Because here I'm going to get the Titan's Mitt, which is the level 2 lifting upgrade. God damn it. I have to go this way because I don't have the power gloves or anything, so I can't lift that block without a lifting upgrade. So here we go, we found the maiden. We just gotta rescue her out of the dungeon, that's it, right? I can't believe I just did that. That is not gaming right there. Yeah, no attic skip in Hundo. I tried really hard to get in the route, but I just can't think of a feasible way to do it. Oh wait, no, she's actually an evil creature. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah, so this is blind. Blind has no RNG, so scripted fight. Really easy when you learn what to do. Even though it's one of the hardest bosses to do casually when you have no idea what you're doing. Here's another girl who just talks to us for a while. Get some hot button mashing ASMR right here. Alright, if you'd like to put in your guesses for chest game, now's the time. Now we get to do the RNG minigames. You got 2 minigames, which have heart pieces, and they're entirely RNG. So we got the chess game first. You have a 1 in 8 chance to win the heart piece whenever you play.
Gonna say 4 chests and 2 digs.
Alright. My PB, of course, has first try both. So that was 4 chests, you're halfway there, Void.
Got him.
Got him. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. This is a bit of a peculiar chest in this game. If you have Boomerang, it has 300 rupees. If you don't have the Boomerang, it has the red Boomerang. Which is really convenient, because it lets us skip getting the blue boomerang and bring into the waterfall fairy and whatever. You just go straight there and get the red boomerang. And then we get the flute. Yo, nice. I'm stabbing him. So we do a little trick here where you pick up the flute on top of the return portal, and that skips you from having to wait for that cutscene to finish before you can move again. And no, I did not forget the heart piece down there. We get that later because glitches. So here's digging game. How this works: you got 30 seconds to dig as many times as you can. Every dig after the 24th in a game has a 1 in 32 chance to drop the heart piece. For me, a good game is 37 digs. Hell yeah. First try.
Oh, nice.
Let's go. So we're gonna pop up here and mirror right here, and I'm just gonna steal this guy's heart piece without playing his game, because fuck him and his game. I hate it. I've played enough bad games already. Like The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. Alright. This is really important, guys. I want you to know that the blacksmith is a frog. Him hop. Look. Everyone please post him ribbit. I'm not seeing enough him ribbits in the chat. I don't know what's going on. People here not like frogs or something?
That's better.
There we go. Alright, so that's the first time I've done item dashing, which is another Japanese 1.0 exclusive glitch. Press Y in the same frame and you use the item and dash at the same time. So you can do quick work with those pegs. And so now I'm going to have these guys temper my sword. So for some reason, the game doesn't require you to have Master Sword to get tempered. It just requires that you have not tempered or gold. I don't know why I programmed it like that. But it's really good because it lets us skip Master Sword. Which requires you to get 3 pendants first. That would like really alter the routing. I'm going to spam away all my magic here with the lamp. I need to have 0 magic for a glitch that I'm going to be doing in a few minutes. So this part of the run here is just going to be a little collect-a-thon. We're going to go around and grab a bunch of items before doing another dungeon. Yeah, that's a lot of him ribbits. Me very hap.
When him hop, me hap.
Fribbage. So we got a bottle and the net, and I'm going to activate the flute here. The flute is the fast travel item in this game. Lets you warp to 8 different points. I know some of you like ducks as well, so could you please post some ducks in chat? buy that guy's bottle for 100 rupees. Not a terrible deal. Thanks, bomb. Sometimes that bomb doesn't hit. It's really annoying. Because then I have to use another bomb. Alright, so that's gonna be it for the main part of Kakariko. We got 2 bottles, bug net, and 2 hard pieces. And by now, they're done my Tempered Sword. So the Tempered Sword is the level 3 sword. It's required to get the Gold Sword, which is the maximum upgrade. So that's why we have to get it. So here's the purple chest. The purple chest is a little side quest to get a bottle. So here I'm going to be doing the glitch that requires no magic, which is called Fake Powder. So basically I try to use the cane without any magic, and then very quickly after that message, menu to the mushroom, and then Link casts the magic powder. And this is good because it lets me get the half magic upgrade before I get the magic powder. I still have to get the powder for 100%, but if I had to get it first, it would be like a bit of backtracking. So it's just good that I can do this and then go get the powder after. So in fact, I'm getting the powder right now. I can never get that spin speed for some reason. I'm also going to buy 2 potions here. They're not for safety. I'm going to be using them for glitches later. And yeah, now we're gonna drop off the purple chest here, and then go get some things. Ugh. I do that a lot. Start mashing before triggering the cutscene. So I can just go here, hop up on this cliff. And we're gonna get the Bombos medallion from this tablet. Another item we're not gonna use. Turns out there's a few of those in 100%. So now there's 3 heart pieces around this like little cliff formation that we're gonna get. Just by clipping around. So this is Checkerboard Cave, as you can see why we call it that. And finally, Agina's Cave. Nice. I love when that happens. So now we've done a bunch of collections, it's time to do Tower of Hera. Normally in the glitch categories you do Hera like much earlier than now, but we kind of save it for later here because we need something to refill our magic after doing fake powder. And this dungeon is going to be extremely fast with EG. So I'm going to bomb clip in this wall here. Run around the room. And jump in the fairy pot. And this teleporter brings me up to the top of the tower. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. That was almost really bad.
Was it Moldorm?
Yeah.
Typical.
Typical. Even with tempered sword, he's impossible.
Yeah, I was about to say you had tempered sword too. Dying would have been, yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna get the heart piece over here, and we're gonna do it by walking in the clouds, because we can. So next dungeon is going to be Skull Woods, and Skull Woods is where we're going to do a couple Samaria glitches. But this time ones that actually do the crazier stuff and not like the West Samaria and Gan's Tower that I did earlier. Nice bomb drop. That makes up for the bomb I used for no reason earlier. So I'm going to be doing a bit of routing here called Fast Fire Rod. So fall down this hole, come up here, do a North Samaria glitch here. And this does some data manipulation, so it loads the data over the room to the north, which makes it so that the big key is in this chest. And then transitions me away as if I was coming from that room. So then I'm there. And I'm gonna go back out and come back in to fix the camera because Samaria glitches make the camera stop walking. Nice Moldorm. Fucking asshole. So I have to do a Samaria to the east door, to the east here, but I have to press those stars first, or else the game kind of just dies. Because this is a game that makes a lot of sense. So it's a bit harder to do Samaria glitches to the east and to the south compared to north and west. So that's why I'm doing badly at this. Are you serious? Are you serious? I blame my controller. Apparently I found a bonus in DKC1 just now.
Yo, congrats.
Alright, finally I managed to do it. Okay, go through, transition, back. Now I'm in the back of Skullwoods. And now we're doing some more EG here. And come up here, and here's the boss, Mothula. Mothula is a pain in the ass, like really a pain in the ass. But he said, luckily with Red Mail and Tempered, you can kind of just fucking spam and pray, and he'll probably die eventually. Eventually. So the annoying thing about Mothula is stuff with damage classes. So normally you can hit enemies in the spikes and it damages them, but they didn't want that to happen with Mothula because it would make the fight too easy, so they made it so that you take 0 damage from getting knocked into a spike. So if you hit him with your sword and he gets knocked into a spike, then he takes no damage. And it's really terrible. Like, it nullifies your sword swing. Okay, so this section of the run now is what I feel is the hardest part. It's going to be a bit of a boss rush, and one of the bosses is Trinex, so I need to get the ice rod there so that I can kill him. But I am going to be collecting a few items before I actually get to that. Very glad I didn't mess that up. So you're supposed to bonk that grave to open it, but you can kind of just like dash into it sideways like that and it works. Alright, so I just did a hard reset of the console to clear some of the memory values that were set by the animation of getting the Bombos medallion. It's going to be important that those values are cleared pretty soon. Better reset or do something.
Hell yeah.
So I also got the magic cape there. It's going to be used exactly twice in this room. And no other times in the run. To get past the spikes without damage. I am taking a bit of damage lifting that block there. Because I need to have some magic left over. To kill Trinex. And my health really doesn't matter. I have red mail, like, I'm not gonna die. Okay, so now I'm mirroring in a specific spot here. And this is because when I wrapped around the mountain from bottom to top, it continued updating the Link's global coordinates further south. And those global coordinates are what the mirror uses to place the return portal. So by mirroring that specific spot, I put the portal right here in the courtyard. And this is so that I can just run right into it, and it's right here on top of the entrance to the Fat Fairy Fountain. And I skip needing to get the super bomb. The thick fairy. She's gonna give me silver arrows and the gold sword. Alright, so I'm gonna do a little memory manipulation here. Or not. I'm gonna not be able to exit this cave. Epic. Alright, so I did that spin dash on a very specific X coordinate as a memory manipulation. So here I'm going to be doing a glitch called YBA, where I'm going to drink one of my potions and activate a screen transition in the same frame. And these cause a number of different effects depending on where you do it and what color potion you use. But if I do it here, trying to be safe here so that I don't accidentally just drink it for no reason. It brings up the flute menu, and I can flute in the underworld, which is not supposed to happen at all, and now the game's going to be really, really broken. So, I get into this kind of glitch state, what we call Plaid World, and here the collision that Link interacts with is based on memory values, which is why I had to hard reset to clear the stuff from the Bombos animation. And I was able to get infinite rupees there because it just so happened that right there, the memory indicates that there's like a blue rupee floor tile there. So I was able to just farm infinite money. Now I have to take a bit of a specific path here because the camera doesn't work totally properly when you're like this. So in order to keep everything stable, I need to make sure I'm following a specific path. But the important thing is that I can kind of just run through all the walls and stuff, but all the sprites are here. So I can just kill the bosses, like V0oidathon is right here. If you think I broke the game now, just wait until later. Yeah, I didn't kill B and C. Sorry, FSG. So an important thing to mention here is that the dungeon prize that you get from killing a boss is not based on what boss you kill. It's based on what dungeon you're in. And right now, I'm in V0oidathon Castle. This is possibly bad. And, okay, so the dungeon prize of V0oidathon Castle is the Aether Medallion for whatever reason. So after I kill Trinix here, I'm going to be able to pick it up. There's Ether. Yes, that was Fish Room. And yes, I think something did go wrong. Do you see the game right now?
Game looks fine to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this is the hardest room in the game. Alright, I did it. You gotta find the stairs without being able to see where you are. Alright, so here's Landmola's. I'll come back for him in a bit. I want to go do some stuff in Swamp Palace over here first. Yeah, this is my favorite part of this game growing up, Louis.
The same.
So I am actually like in the underworld still, so I can flood this room and it'll stay flooded when I come back to Swamp later. Same thing with this door, I can open it and it'll stay open. So it saves a couple seconds to open that door now. Nice. Dash getting killed for no reason? I don't know what happened there. Alright, so here's Landmo. Landmo is actually a much, much harder fight in Plaid World because I basically can't move below this line. So not only do I have to kill him just from standing up here, but I also have to make sure that he dies high enough up that I can grab the heart container. So you can get really fucked by RNG on this boss sometimes. If he just doesn't go high enough. Okay, there's apparently a block in that room. I don't remember that ever being there. So if I hadn't cleared the memory from Bombos, I wouldn't be able to go on this path right here. So here's Aghanim 1. I'm also restricted here. I can't move left or right at all. I'm also restricted by weird memory collision. So, this is another big source of RNG in this game. Agnem, you have to kill him by reflecting these balls back at him. And he does attacks in the cycle where he does 1 reflectable ball, 3 shots that are 50-50 chance reflectable or not, and then lightning. And so every blue ball, which is the not reflectable shot you get, wastes about 6 seconds. It's just totally worthless. I've gotten 2 so far. 3 is the most likely number to get.
Statistically average.
Yeah. I actually took like the expected number of blue balls, like, and it was 3 still. It was like 2.98 or something. And he's dead, finally. Reflect this dick. Got him.
Whoa.
4 chests, 1 dig. Josh. So here we have to listen to Zelda talk to me for about, like, shit that I already know.
40 seconds.
He's gonna tell me, you gotta go to Palace of Darkness first, but I already beat it, so I don't know why he's telling me that. Alright, so now that I've killed all those bosses, I still don't have the prizes of the dungeon, the pendants and crystals, so I'm gonna be getting those next.
So even though you killed the bosses, you still have to go back in the dungeons and get the prizes, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be a few heart pieces first. The lore has lost meaning at this point. So I'm gonna be getting the prizes by making use of EG, surprise surprise. EG's a really powerful glitch. Excuse me, Josh. This is a marathon run. And saving and quitting is like 1 second slower there or something. Than floating. Alright, soon I'll be trying for one of the hardest and most important strats in this run, which is the Meyer Shed frame roll. Oh, I missed it. Run's over, better reset. Okay, so we're up to 17 hearts, which is pretty cool. It's definitely a number of hearts that's necessary to beat this game. And now I'm going to start collecting prizes. I'm going to do a juke in this doorway, which is basically, you're not supposed to be able to hold objects in doorways. They kind of work weirdly, and they let you snap to multiples of 8 pixels. So you can use that in east or south doorways to snap past the transition trigger, and then hit the transition from the other side. And that's what gets me over to the castle basement there. And I jumped in the hole to RMEG. Same thing there. And now for actually kind of a hard part of this run is catching these prizes while you can't see where you are. But yeah, here's the Desert Palace Pendant. No BMO CG, so sad. I lost like half a second.
Well, now you better reset.
Yeah. So now we go to Misery Mire. And EG through here. And yes, this is one of the most boring parts of the run, probably the most boring part. No, it's not even half a second, it's a donkey unit.
Can confirm that 20 frames is a donkey unit.
That's not gonna work. So here is Crystal 6, and I didn't mention before, but I'm grabbing these prizes from different boss rooms. So I got the Desert Palace one from V0oidathon boss room, so from the boss room of Misery Mire. And so that's why after that I got spit out of Misery Mire. And now I've grabbed the Misery Mire crystal from the Turtle Rock boss room. So it's gonna exit me out of Turtle Rock. And go back into Turtle Rock. Too late. I'll do something else for the fans. I promise. Oh no, where am I? Okay, I'm there. Rip Tior Samaria? It doesn't even save time in this category. Come on, guys. I mean, it does if you're a god, but I'm not a god. I lost like a million years to dying to a slug.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a Misery Mire party earlier.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, we rescued Zelda, by the way. Game's over. Alright, I'm gonna get off of this turtle's face, because he probably doesn't like it very much. Damn, missed the quick warp. Runs over. Lost another half second. Alright, so I can just clip down here, jump down here. And here is the catfish. He's gonna give us the Quake Medallion. And I can head over to Zora's Domain and get the flippers. For the very reasonable price of 500 rupees. I get not 2, but 1 flipper. Oh, nice. That was 1 pixel off. Chat, please post Sap a ping. Alright, that is the first of the final 4 heart pieces in this run. And that was the second of the 4, and now we're at the Ice Palace. So there's only 2 dungeons left to do at this point, Ice Palace and Swamp Palace. And we already skip a lot of Ice Palace in this game in NMG, but we skip even more with major glitches. I don't know why I menued there. I was supposed to use a menu buffer here. With this bomb clip, we just go right here. The coolest 2 dungeons. I mean, only by temperature definition. Alright, for the fans.
Wow, busted out the hover like it was nothing. What a god.
Shut up, FSG. Pixel port this dick.
Hey.
Wait, you don't like the hovering ASMR? Shame. What stair? Shut up, Josh.
That stair clip is actually complete bullshit.
Complete bullshit. So here's Cold Stare, he's dead.
Three slashes with a butter sword, what an easy boss.
Wow, did the legendary Joshua real-time attack just compliment me? I feel like I finally accomplished everything as a Link to the Past speedrunner. Alright, we got 1 bottle, 2 heart pieces, 3 bosses left, and Mirror Shield. We're almost done. I'm kind of surprised that gave me the speed, honestly. So, this is faster than swimming around the river. And here's the 4th bottle. Is this a quick warp? I don't even know. I mean, it lagged a lot. W for Winky, exactly. Alright, so now we gotta do Swamp Palace. But it's kind of mostly done already because we flooded that room in Plaid World and opened the door and everything. And we have the hook shot, so kind of don't really need to do anything in here. Yo, nice damage boost. That was actually sick. Yo, I love messing up this room. So I'm going to be doing a shortcut to reach Argus here, and it's going to give me a little bit of graphical corruption, so I just want to warn you about that in advance. Oop, that's not what's supposed to happen. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Come on, man. Ate my input. Alright, just a little bit.
Yeah, this is visually pleasing, I gotta say.
Game's working fine, don't worry. I'm fighting Argus.
Yeah, I guess you are. That massive pixels right there.
And he's dead.
That has to be Argus. Oh, he's dead. Oh, nice. Got him, dude.
So I was able to do a strat there, hook shot with Argus. So normally, you're supposed to hook shot all his puffs off, kill them one by one, and then he starts like running around the room. But the glitch that I did to reach him actually breaks the camera so that it doesn't lock at the edge of the room, north and south. And so because of that, I'm able to make Argus go to the very top of the room and then move to the very south, which scrolls all the puffs off screen. And then they're considered dead. So he just goes right to phase 2. It's a pretty free one cycle. Sometimes you can get 0 cycle with it. And there is a maiden talking to me. It's pretty evident.
Yeah, Glan's game did not crash right now.
Oh, the game is running perfectly. You just can't see what's happening. And we're back to normal. Alright, there's one heart piece left to go, and a mirror shield and 2 bosses. So let's go get them. Yo, nice boulder. Fuck you. You know what? Stupid game. Alright, so we'll climb up this little cliff here. I messed up the fast ending of it, but whatever. Here's Mimic Cave. These guys are mimics, they mimic your movement. Somehow this is the first time you see them in the run, and the only time. No, Josh, I cannot believe that. So that chest is a mirror shield. We don't have a big key to open it yet. So I'm gonna do some Mario glitch there, and now we have the big key to open it. So now we just have to beat Aghanim 2. So do some Mario glitch there, do some weird transition stuff. Fall in the lava. And here's Aghanim 2. Could everyone in chat please press Kappa Pride? Decent 3 cycle. I'm really bad at this boss, by the way, so that was actually a good fight for me. And I was just Ganon left to kill. Whoa. 2 compliments. Gee. So Ganon has 4 phases. First phase is done. Second phase, I can just stand in the ring and dash into him. If I slashed him, I get knocked back. Wow, that was really bad. Phase 3, he warps around randomly, and he's a bit of an asshole about it sometimes. Yo, warp this dick, Ganon. This is really bad RNG. He has a 50% chance to warp every movement. Well, I messed that up. So yeah, 4 silver arrows. And he's dead, and I'm an idiot.
What did you do?
Come on!
Come on!
Well,
I just wanted to do a retry, because that was a pretty bad fight.
yeah, you just wanted to like show off that you can
Yeah.
body Ganon so free.
Yeah.
For the fans.
Wonder if that's gonna get you a compliment from Josh.
My controller works. I swear. Alright, phase 2.
Phase 2.
Alright, better warps this time, please.
Or compliment.
Sure, why not? Oh, he's coming right there. Fuck you, Ganon. Piece of shit. Gotta go for the swag.
Say no to swag.
Say no to swag.
Say yes to swag.
Nice run.
Nice run.
Nice run. Still cut the 120 with that Glan and death.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Say yes to swag.
Say yes to swag. Always say yes.
Hey man.
Hey man.
Hey man.
I did die once this run.
Yeah, that was like what, a 3-minute death?
Yeah.
What's your PB in this category again?
113.53. Yeah, I lost like 6 minutes.
If you take that death plus the Ganon fall out of the equation, yeah, that
I
was a
mean,
good run.
Those are like almost 5 minutes together.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the extra chess games is like another 40 to 45 seconds.
Alright, good stuff. Thank you very much for doing this run, Glan.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I'll rolling out.
Rolling out.
Oh now.